Does the H1 period refresh to 60 days every time you lose the job, or it doesn't refresh from the last time? We were going to ask this question, but that's a good question, Prashanti. So he or she wants to know if the 60-day grace period, in terms of, I was going to ask that question. If somebody had a 3 months job, they get laid off, and they take the 60-day period. Now they have a new job. Now again, it's for 6 months. So how many times they can actually take advantage of the 60-day grace period?
So it is only one time during your H1B period. So your H1B period is usually for 3 years. So if for that period of time you're allowed to do 60 days, use that 60 days grace period one time. So you can't use it each and every time.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So if somebody only had a 1 year H1B, then what happens? It's not a 3 years. They were, I think during Trump time, if you remember, they were only short-term approval, 6 months, 1 year. Now, if they are getting, for example, 6 H1Bs in 6 years, or somebody's on a 140 and they're extending based on the beyond the 6 year limit. Now, what happens in that situation?
Well, they say each term of H1, then we can presume, well, that's no longer the case. So it's a moot point because they're no longer approving cases for less than 3 years. So as of this point, then we will just take it as the 3 years. If your approval is for 3 years, then during that 3 years, you get that 60 days grace period for one time.
Okay. Thanks for answering that.